So, one of the abiding regret of many Volkswagen fans in India has been that the Golf has never been sold by the German company in India. And, for those of you who don't know the Golf is actually the car, not the Beetle, that made Volkswagen the behemoth it is today globally as a car giant, as an industrial and manufacturing giant across Europe. And that brings me to the T-Roc. Well, Volkswagen's always had the Jetta, which is the Golf sedan. You've never had the Golf in its, the size it's always meant to be in. And this T-Roc, I would call it a Golf estate, something that, if there was such a thing, it's still a hatchback. But what I mean to say over here is that this is a Golf in all but name. And it's a lovely car to drive. I genuinely like it. It's got this virtual display cockpit which you just get in Audis. It's very well put together. Of course, there is one issue here that's quite simply this is an import. And that issue is a big issue. As being an import, it costs almost 20 lakhs ex-showroom. It's not that big a car. I mean, you can get a lot more car for this kind of money. You can get a Creta or a Seltos fully loaded, which has features that this car also doesn't have, such as ventilated seats, such as the air purifier. No matter how much you might think those are gimmicks. Also, the decision by the Volkswagen Group in India to withdraw from diesels completely would make this car even tougher sell. But it's the 1.5 TSI engine in this car is beautiful. It's got 150 PS of power. It's mated with a 7-speed DSG gearbox. It's a great car to drive. It's superb to handle. It's genuinely nice to be in. I mean, I've enjoyed driving this car over the last couple of days. A couple of trips to Gurgaon as well. Really good fun. Really fun car to drive. I genuinely think this is not a volume player by Volkswagen India, but definitely a car that signals their intent. And if the Taygun, which is going to come next year, is half as good as this car, I expect it to be do very, very well. But you know what? If you really like your cars, you don't mind spending a bit, and you don't need the additional space, this is a car you could seriously consider. I mean, it's lovely to drive, and it makes a lot more sense than having a car that's far too big for a single person. If you're a single person or a young couple, definitely you should consider this car. But in India, people want value for money, and one aspect of value for money is having more metal for money, more space for money. But if you're a Volkswagen fan, you always wanted a Golf, well then definitely this car is the car for you. When one reason Volkswagen never got the Golf into India is because the Golf is going to be quite expensive. And now we know. But definitely very, very nice car to drive. Genuinely enjoy driving this car. It's a pity it costs so much. It's a pity Volkswagen's not making it in India, but I guess even if they did make it in India, even with local taxes, this car would cost at least 16 to 17 lakhs. May not make sense, and then how would they price the Taygun? So, well, all of that and more. But thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like these sort of videos.